defense getting back to force that shot.
All right, John Collins joins us at the table. Johnny, it's Bob, Neek, and VC with you upstairs. Congratulations. Boy, we had to hold on for dear life there, partner.
First off, what's up, gang? But yeah, man, it's, you know, NBA, a lot of good guys in this league, obviously. Hard to stop Russ, and we still get it done. Get a W, go home happy.
Hey, JC, this is VC here. Question for you. You guys going into coming into this game, knowing you had 4 games left, preparing for the playoffs, what is the approach and mentality right now leading into the playoffs? And has Coach talked to you guys about not looking at the stats and the standings?
Yeah, stats and standings. You know, Coach's big phrase is calm, cool, and connected, and that's what he preaches all year. And I feel like that's going to be a big focus on us going into the playoffs. For me personally, and I feel like, you know, the team morale of what we should focus on is trying to make every possession count, isolating a mismatch, isolating a certain play that's working, all the small nuances of the game, those come into play when we get into playoff basketball.
Hey, John, this is Nick, man. Coming into this game, what was you guys thinking when you knew this could be a historical night? What was your mindset? What was you thinking coming into this game?
Yeah, you know, guys are going to be juiced up a little bit more than extra. I have a guy that's, you know, making history, trying to break history records. I feel like his teammates are going to be up and ready for him to play. So we obviously knew, you know, those guys, guys like to play for us, and we just wanted to sort of weather that storm if we could tonight, and we did.
Hey, and quickly, JC, talk about the maturation of your footwork and your post moves. I know something we've worked around over the last couple of years, and, you know, we've talked about it, being patient in the post, and we're starting to see you use it in the game more, and also you using that left hand, and I'm proud of you for that. But
yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
No, it's as you said, it's been a long development. Obviously, you know, over my entire career, had a chance to work with great guys such as like yourself, and, you know, all the other guys. I can't really name all of them at the moment, working on my footwork. But really, I feel like the talent is there. But as you said, that big word, patience, me catching the ball, analyzing the court, and then going to work, I feel like is a big implement to my game, gives our team extra dynamic on offense. So, you know, trying to play my game.
Sweet, buddy.
All right, John, thank you. Appreciate you coming by.
See you guys soon.
All right. How about Wednesday night? That'd be good. Next game in this series. The Wizards and Hawks go at it again. Atlanta and Washington. 7 o'clock game on Wednesday. Our coverage will begin at 6:30. John Collins sprinting to the locker room with the victory here tonight in Atlanta.
Is a virtue. Renee, they were blessed tonight because that last shot by Russell Westbrook, I didn't know what to think, and thankfully it did not go in. The Hawks win.
Well, my first thought was, oh my goodness, this is the game where he's breaking the record. Is he feeling good? Is he going to, I mean, the stars were aligning for Russell Westbrook to just have a monster night. I mean, he already did the work there and then hit the game winner. It would have been crazy, but I'm glad to see that it didn't happen because that's the win we needed. We need to talk about clinching. That's the win we needed to clinch. But you got to give credit to Russell Westbrook. I mean, what he's accomplished is unbelievable.
Yeah, we'll have much more on him a little bit later on in the program. But remember the first time we played the Wizards? Trae had 18 in the fourth quarter as Washington had a furious comeback. Again, Washington with a comeback. This time, Trae has 26 in the second half.
Yeah, 26 in the second half. I think 16 of them were in that third quarter. And I think that was the most crucial part of the game where it was a 2-point game. Look at that. The footwork. It was a 2-point game for most of the game. Then Trae exploded and got that separation, which is great because as we saw, logo Trae, as we saw, they came back in the fourth quarter and we needed every bit of that third quarter push that we got. But I mean, you can't say enough about Trae Young, what he's doing. Again, I talked about the moments he picks. He picks his moments where the team needs him most and shows up.
The month of Trae.
The month of Trae. Woo!
Hey, let's get you back over to Neek and Vince. And fellas, before the tip, we were talking out here how let's be a little selfish tonight. Let's see history, but let's see it in a Hawks victory. We got both tonight, Vince.
Absolutely, we got a Hawks victory, and you know this is a great education and a lesson for the Hawks to understanding how to win and how to close games, because this is a very this is a very confident Wizards team, and we understand history was going to be made tonight, but can you stay in the moment and figure out a way to win? And they were able to do so.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And what the Hawks did tonight down the stretch, they really did what they needed to do to stay ahead but on the defensive end, they had a couple breaks down. They couldn't quite close it out, so it came down to a Russell Westbrook missed shot, and he was wide open. But like Renee said, I'm glad they was able to spoil some of his party. Yeah, he made history, but the Hawks got the win.
So I'm in playoff mode, clearly. We already played them tonight. We have another game with them coming up soon. So what is that like? What's the preparation? We know they're going to make adjustments, but what do we need to prepare for? Because I think this is a perfect setup to try to get ready for playoffs. You play the same team back to back.
But this game is very important for the Hawks. Probably the biggest game right now, because you got probably the toughest team out of these next 3 games that you're going to play. So you want to come out with a different mindset. Defensively, you want to try to put your foot on their necks early. You know Russell Westbrook is going to get his points and do his thing. But you can't let all these other guys hurt you, Vince, because their bench was big. I mean, they had 60-plus points from their bench.
Absolutely.
Cannot have that the next game.
Absolutely. And also I say you learn, you're up 19. You have to put this basketball team away because they're very confident, like we said, and their bench was playing great basketball. Bertans goes crazy with, 4 or 5 3-point shots made, and you just gave them life and gave them confidence. So I think that's the one thing you look at on film and say, hey, defensively, this is what we need to do to tighten this up. But offensively, our shot selection when we're up. You don't get comfortable. You don't play iso ball. Just stick to the script like we talked about in the beginning of the game.
It's always about sticking to the script, making sure you do what gets you there. You got to stay with what's best for you. And the Hawks pick and roll offense was lethal tonight. So they needed to stick to more of that. They went to it down the stretch, and it worked for them.
Keep that same energy. That's what I hear.
We appreciate it. Can't wait to hear what's going to happen on Wednesday night. It was definitely a playoff atmosphere tonight. I am a little worried about blowing that 19-point lead, but as Vince said, let's hope that they learn from that going forward. In just 2 days, the same team. It will be a playoff-like feel when you're playing the same team. All right, let's get to our Toyota Let's Go places because John Collins had 15 and a half. This is his best game in quite a while, Renee, offensively.
Yeah, and he came out. I would love to see him come out like this every game. Look how aggressive he is. First of all, Westbrook on him. He understands that's a mismatch, but he's just all over the court and his pace. Great take, great finish. He didn't settle for the 3. There's nothing wrong with shooting the 3, but I'm always here for that. Oh, it's filthy, John. I'm always here for that, but you can pick the shots you want. And John Collins tonight, he was picking and choosing. I don't want the 3 this time. I'm going to go get a layup. Sometimes he should take the 3, but I love how he's making those decisions on his shots.
10 of 14 from the floor tonight.
Yeah.
Good for John Collins. A big night for JC, no question about it. All right, as we just mentioned, our Xfinity upcoming schedule. Well, we got the Wizards in 2 days. We will see. That is indeed a playoff preview when you're playing the same team that close. Then Orlando and Houston. As Nick and Vince just said, Wednesday's game, the best of those 3 remaining. So you got to keep on taking care of business. We'll see what happens for the Wizards. Right back at it with the same team on Wednesday night. But tonight, some spectacular numbers to get to in our 4 keys to the game, Renee.
Yeah, our 4 keys to the game. Russell Westbrook was Russell Westbrook. His name is hard to say. Tonight he had 28, 21, and 13. What? I just don't even understand. He has these 20-20 games, and it's ridiculous. Congratulations. He made history, and you love to see people like him make history because he worked for it. He has that why not slogan, why not me, because that's the reason he wears number 0. Everything about him is a chip on his shoulder, so I love to see it. Protect home court. 9-1 in our last 10 games. That's unbelievable, and that sets the tone. People know now when you come to the farm, it's going to be a tough game. The numbers show it.
182 triple doubles.
Absolutely
phenomenal. Now, he's 32, but he's not an old 32, which means that record is going to be insurmountable when he's finally done.
That record is going to be shattered to smithereens, and it's going to be interesting to see how far he can take it. Again, with players now, and there's 2 dribbles to get an assist. That's going to happen more often, but what he's doing on a night in and night out basis, and I can't say it enough, the Washington Wizards were not playing well. Like, they were not winning. They were not doing well, and he just decided, he took it upon himself that I'm going to change things. I'm going to change. I'm going to rebound. I'm going to score. I'm going to assist. He thought he was going to do a little bit of everything, so you just have to give credit. This is historical, so I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. Russell Westbrook, I mean, you can't say enough. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. That other impressive number, the Hawks 9-1 in their last 10 at home, and now They get DeAndre Hunter back.
Yeah. What? It's crazy because we were already rolling, and you're always curious what's going to happen when you throw someone else in the mix. He's coming back from an injury, but he didn't miss a beat. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 13 minutes. And for me, it wasn't the points. It's not the stats. Look at how he's moving around the court. Look at how fluently he's cutting, how he's posting up, welcoming contact. That's everything you want to see. The points, the shots will fall later on. The effort is going to be there, but how he's moving, that's the most important part. He looks good.
Yeah, a lot of people said he was our best player before he went down the injury. What a huge boost that'll be for the Hawks going forward. Now, that guy right there, just another great night with the assists. Oh, my goodness, Renee. Yes. Unbelievable.
That's got to make SportsCenter. Come on now, John. Keep eating.